Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to the 92 Stratos Rehab project. It is day 56, part 16 of the video, I think. I'm pretty close on that. Anyway, we got crap weather today. We got a front coming. I've got about 4 hours before it starts raining sideways because, you know, welcome to Florida. It's already blowing about 20 out there. I really need to get this boat back to a point where I can finish it by myself. Nathan's available, but not every day. Like I said, he's got a real job. Dave is leaving. Todd is gone. And there's a lot of things in that total rehab where you really need 3 hands or 4 hands or 6 hands to make it easy. So today, I'm focusing on the rebuilding of the dash and the bow hood so we can start putting the tanks in, putting the dash back together, getting a hoses run, just things that is much easier if you're not by yourself. The rest of the stuff I'll take care of myself as we go along. Also today, in a few hours of dry weather we have, we want to finish up the Ranger Z20. It's right there. It's about 3 hours away from being done with phase 1 of the refurbish. Now, I've been teasing you guys. I've been shooting video on that. I'm going to start putting those out, and those are going to be great, I think, for you guys who have an older boat, but it's in nice shape, it's just outdated. And we're going to do that in probably 3 or 4 phases. Phase 1 was just bring it into 2024 with a new jack plate that doesn't leak, one of the electric over hydraulic bob jack plates, new talon brackets, new talons, new grafts. Got a new trolling motor, finally got here yesterday. It's been lost in FedEx land for about a week. We're going to get that on. We're going to put a hydrowave on. I'm not going to put the advanced electronics on it yet. We're just going to leave it basic for now. What I think I'm going to do is I have all the advanced stuff on my 522. And Todd suggested that you can't fish 2 at one time, so just make it where it's plug and play. Unplug those grafts, bring them over, plug the big grafts in on the Ranger, and take it wherever you're going, which made a lot of sense. We may do that. If I do that, I'll get both boats side by side and show you what I'm doing. But we want to finish that phase 1 today. Phase 2 is going to be bottom. It's going to need some work. I'll show you how to do that. And it's not like major catastrophe kind of damage. It's just a lot of road rash and dock rash, and just it's been trailered thousands of miles, and it's got some problems with the bottom. So we're going to take care of that. But anyway, I'll start that video series in a couple weeks, and you guys can follow along with that while we're still limping along finishing up the Stratos. So today we are working on, this was the original bow hood from 1992. It's still solid enough. It's in good shape, but I don't want any of these holes. We are putting a trolling motor plug in here. We're going to put a tilt trim switch so you can trim the motor from the front. We're going to put the nav light switch and maybe some auxiliary power out here for charging a phone or charging whatever, running the cameras. And also, I want to fill, this is actually a piece of the dash. We have a side panel, which I'm working on over there, getting the final priming and sanding done, but I want to fill these because there's a ton of switches in here that they were redundant and unnecessary, and I'm not putting them back in the boat. So we're just going to fill these with blanks and then finish them, and then if whoever buys it next wants to put something else in there, you have a solid platform to work off of. So here's how I'm doing it. What I did is I got some heavy paper, which is blowing around now in the wind, and I made patterns for every one of these pieces. This is the bow outside, so this one will be filled from the back side, and I'll level that with fairing compound. This one is the center on the bow. It's going to be filling this hole, and I'll fill up the edges. I don't like the way that's cut. I gotta do a better job than that. I may make that pattern again. I had them all here. Oh, bow mid, which is going to be this one. And what I did with these is I traced them out on this 1/4-inch starboard I had left over from a previous project. And remember, to keep everything symmetrical, And I traced one. This is bow out. I traced that one, and then I flipped it, and it fits over here, so I flipped it when I traced it. So I want this textured surface to the front. I'm probably going to wind up filling and sanding it, but I don't want the slick looking glass piece. So how we're going to do this, is I brought out my cheap little tabletop, bench top bandsaw, and I've got a bench top sander that I'll get out in a little bit. I'm going to cut these on the bandsaw. I'll shape them, final shape. What I'll do is I'll wind up cutting outside of my line with the bandsaw and then taking the line out with the sander, because the pattern is inside the line. So I'll just get rid of the white line, and I have a paint pen. It's great. I got them on Amazon. They're great for marking on stuff that's slick and doesn't like pencil or marker, or if it's black, you need another color. I'm going to get started on this, and we'll try to get finished up before the rain gets here, so stick around. Alright, well, that was it for today. I didn't get as much done on these as I would have liked, but I got everything sealed up, solid. It was really hot and humid today. This stuff is still not cured to where it's sandable, but it's getting close. I'll knock that down, put another coat on, and we'll start getting this ready for primer tomorrow. Well, no, not tomorrow. I'm fishing tomorrow. The other part of the dash, same thing, just filled the holes in. I'll get this all sanded and primed. It'll look great. I've been working on this piece for a couple days, and it's finally ready for color. But it looks good. I got a little bit of wet sanding to do in here where I use that primer filler. I just got to be careful, but black, shadow black, phantom black, whatever that color is, it's going to look great. And then this is the side piece down here where the key switch and the important switches are going to be. We're not putting these switches in here. You can't really see them anyway. These are going to be right here at your right hand. Throttle control is going to be here, so that's perfect for them. I got most of the ugly out of this. Got a little bit more to do up here. Again, but I over primed it so I can wet sand it, and we'll get it slick and ready for black. So that's it for today. Like I said, I'm going to fish tomorrow, and then we're going to actually start doing some wet sanding around the vent areas coming out of the cap and gas fill nozzles on the other side of the cap, so we can start putting stuff on the boat. Oh, by the weekend, by Monday at least, we'll be putting hydraulic jack plate, probably hanging the motor, finishing the live wells and all the plumbing for that. Put the tanks in, start running all the plumbing from that. As soon as I get the dash finished, we'll start hanging electronics. So that's it. Hope you guys learned something, or at least had a good time watching. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.